Well. Hello, everybody. This is Mike, KO4PDI, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Peter David Italy, if you like. I'm here tonight to talk about a few things on my podcast. I do 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time now, and it would be 2200 UTC. So, yeah, I'm here every Wednesday night. Come on by, take a look. All right. We're going to talk about what is it? Oh, my screen is messed up. YouTube's slow. All right, I got it fixed. Okay, we're going to talk about a few things tonight, mainly logging. I have been a devotee of Ham Radio Deluxe for years and exclusively use that to create my logs and then send them up to QRZ. When I'm doing FT8, when I'm doing ham radio, when I'm doing all kinds of stuff, I use the log. When I go to Parks on the Air, I do it in hammers, and then I take that log and I send it over to QRZ, and I send it over to Logbook of the World. Well, Ham Radio Deluxe has been having a few glitches. I am not happy with their tech support. They tried. Kevin's a great guy. He's the guy I work with the best. Their guy out in Europe is not even mentionable. I won't even mention the guy's name. He's not even worth the time of day. I had an issue and I scheduled an appointment and I couldn't get my TeamViewer to work properly so he could access my computer. But I mean, it was just a glitch. It took me 2 seconds to fix it. I fixed it. He was gone. He dumped me and forgot all about me. And then Kevin, he finally got back in touch with me, and we got everything going, and he could not get it to log on HRD Logbook for some strange reason. Now, he was in my computer with TeamViewer trying to do that, and he said, I'll have to get back to you on that. Well, that was like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't heard anything, and I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. Ham Radio Deluxe, keep it. I'm not using it anymore. And what I'm doing this podcast for tonight is I have a few options available to me out there. I'd love to hear you guys talk about what... Sorry. Didn't mean to sneeze on you. I've been having these tickle in my nose for 2 days. It's got to be that pollen out there. Anyway, back to the subject. So I have a devotee of N1MM down here that constantly tells me, let me come over and I'll set up your computer to work it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's a possibility, but I need simplicity. I don't want to have to take a college course to log a QSO. Ham Radio Deluxe used to work really, really easily, and once we got it set up, it was fantastic. And then I installed N1MM, I installed World Radio League, I installed all that stuff and tried it. World Radio League left so much to be desired, but they may have fixed up their issues by now. I don't know. If any of you guys use it, love to hear your point of view on that. N1MM is great for contesting, but complicated is an understatement. I'm going to switch screens. Let's go over here. Right now, this is my satellite pass. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit display capture. Here's the whole page. We'll close this and we'll open N1MM. This is the pop-out chat. That's how I'm able to see you guys chatting during the live feed. Where's N1MM? It's on my desktop here somewhere. I don't know the... I'm not that... Here it is up on top. I'm going to double-click this. Watch what happens. All right, that loads in. Now it's telling me Comp3 is in use by another program. Yeah, I got the 7300 is on, and it's connected to WSJTX, but I don't know. How am I supposed to set this up? I said okay. I say okay, and look what happened. Look, all these windows open up. Oh my God, what is all this? I'm in front of the gray line window. This window right here is where you control the radio, I believe. If I go over to configure and configure ports and mode, I'll get a window that'll open up. There it is there. And this window has the IC 7300. It's on COM3. So I'll close, let me close WSJTX and I will close Grid Tracker. All right, so they're not even open now. So we'll tell this okay, and what I'm going to do is, it's still saying COM3 is not set to ICOM default value of AZ or A2. What the hell does that mean? Let me close it all up and open it up again. See, I just might have to get Doug here, W3 Charlie Fox. Some of you might know Doug from Gigaparts. He does answers a lot of the calls. All right, so all these windows open up. And now what? Now, if I put in, right now I'm on 14.074 because I'm doing FT8. But where is K8MRD? That was a test I did there. I just put his call sign in to see if I could find him. But I'm lost. Why isn't... I hit click to reset radio. Retry 18 seconds. It's not connecting to the radio. I went into config. All right, so that is N1MM. It's going to take somebody smarter than me to get it to work on my computer. Let's just forget about it. Then there is Hammers Pro. This is cute. I keep opening this program up, and it says, oh, there's a newer version available. I say, okay, yes, download it now. And here it is right here. And it says, update will be installed. I don't want that. Hey, Windows, you piss me off sometimes. Sometimes I think Mike is right. Move that over there. Blow that up. Yes, they are all working, blah, blah, blah. What is all these chats here? Don, you want to come on the show? You got a lot to say. I might as well just put you on the show. Anyway, look. So this says the update will be installed next time you start the application. Okay. So I close it, and I close this, and I open it again. See, we can first of all get an EPERM error. What is that? What does that mean? And now what I'll do is I will open Hammers Pro again, and it tells me there's an update. I did the update. I said to upload it. The update will be installed when you start the application. Okay. Okay, twice it tells me that. I close the application. I go to start the application. Now I get that error again. You see what I mean, folks? I'm going to tell you something. I am a bit miffed at the ham radio community for shoving crap down our throat, talking about how great it is, and then when you go to use it, nothing works. So, all right, turn the solo camera back on. Turn off display capture. Okay. Yeah, I have to set up the rig. Yeah, duh. Did that already. Don, I did that. I set up the rig, and it still says it can't get to it, doesn't know where COM3 is. It's so frustrating. It is so... Why can't people just... I don't know. Some people swear by this stuff. I get so frustrated so fast, I decide not to even do it. So don't be surprised if I don't confirm any logs, any contacts with anybody over the next few months. It just frustrates the hell out of me. This all goes back to the first person I watched this video, and I thought it was an absolutely amazing radio, and I got it, and it turned out to be the biggest piece of crap on the face of the earth, so much so it doesn't exist anymore. I'll just tell you to the B1. Just remember that. Company was sold to another guy, and he started another type of service on that same exact radio, although that's not what the radio's called anymore. Now it's an open source setup, and I guarantee you that thing still doesn't work either. I don't know. I'm so frustrated with the ham community because they don't make it easy. You watch 5 different videos on the identical subject, and you get 5 different answers. There's got to be a way to do things better. Oh, look at this. I need to run FL Rig for rig control on Hammers Pro. Nobody ever told me that. Didn't say that in Hammers Pro when I opened it up. It don't know. You know what? You're just supposed to, through osmosis, learn this stuff? I don't know. And I try to listen. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but I have been banging my head against the wall lately with certain people on certain subjects, and I'm so frustrated. I am so done with it. And people get out of the ham radio community for stuff like this. They just say, what the hell am I wasting my time for? And that's terrible. I don't want that. I want to have fun with my ham radio. I want to get out there. I want to talk to people. I want to use it. But everything is pulling teeth. Why is that? That's why I go crazy trying to teach people satellite work so often and talk about how to correctly log your logs and sats, how to use the sat box. Why I use the sat box? Because it's the best thing out there, and for the price, it's the cheapest thing in your ham shack. It'll be the most valuable. That's why I use the sat box. If you look at their website, it used to have my quote on there. Within 5 minutes of getting this product, I was hearing people on the satellites. Within 10 minutes, I was talking to people and making QSOs. That's how easy it was to get it to work. Everything's not that easy. And people say, well, yeah, I got to pay your dues. All the old timers, they're the ones that scare away the young guys. And it's terrible. I hate that. Anyway, if you guys got comments of what you use, tell me what you use and why you use it and if you like it. Don is like going crazy in the chat here. Don, this is why I try to make videos when I have to figure this crap out. I have some N3 FJP, but for Yesu, but it should be similar. Okay. What's November 3 Fox Juliet Papa? N3 FJP. What? All right, Don, what do you use to log? And do you do HF and log with it also with HF? Waiting for Don to answer me in the chat. We'll see if he gets in there. So, guys, just put in the chat. Let me see. How many people are watching? Do we have anybody watching now at all? Let me see. We got 5 people watching now. So, besides me, there's 4. So, guys, tell me, what do you use to log, and what do you find the most satisfying, the easiest to use? Love to hear about it. I'm so frustrated, it's not even funny. But what I'm going to do now, we're going to go to the SAP page. I made some QSOs this morning on the ISS. 2 passes. We got one at 7:50 this morning and one at 4:03 this afternoon. So what we do here to log these QSOs, you click on the button that says QSO log and you click download log. All right, so now we go to my location where I save all my logs, which is right here in sat logs. Oh, you can't see it. All right, I'll just save that right there. All right, I'm saving it. And for some reason now I'm using Brave. You got to tell it to keep the file once you tell it to download it. Next thing you want to do is upload it to Logbook of the World. So we open up, turn the display capture on. We open up TQSL. That's what this button is here. You have to go through Logbook of the World to get this. You hit sign log. It opens up that directory. Here's the one we just downloaded. Today's 4/16. I highlight it. I hit open. It says, okay, is this you, KO4PDI? I said yes. It asked me for date and time. You don't have to put anything there. Tell it okay. And once you get this screen, it is logged in Logbook of the World. Now you go to QRZ. And in QRZ, here's my QRZ page. You go over here to Logbook. And on the top right, in this box right here, you click on that. It says Import ADI File. You click on ADI File. You tell them, send me a copy of the results you get. You click Choose File. You pick that exact same file, which is on my iCloud Drive under SAC Contacts for 2025. And today is the 16th. That's the one we did. I tell it Open. And I tell it, once it fills this in right here, I tell it Import ADI File. And you'll see all those contacts right here when the page refreshes. We'll just hit refresh. And here's all the ISS contacts I made last night. Now, I just noticed something. There was a Sherry Alexander from Washington State. Oh, she confirmed too. Okay, I'll take it. 12 meters FT8 last night. Okay, great. All right, so now this is here. Now I tell it to sync with Logbook of the World. I tell it import. Actually, no, that's not what you do. You highlight them. Click on the first one. Move your mouse down. This will select all the QSOs that have not gone to Logbook of the World. You hit the button Actions on the bottom right. You tell it, send it, put your password in. You can't see my password because it's hidden. And now those will all turn green. There you go. They all turn green. So they've all been uploaded. Notice none of the ISS contacts today have been confirmed. Don't ask me why. But, yeah, Sherry Alexander got me twice last night at 2027 and 2020. I guess she wanted to keep both of them. When I get two contacts like that, I usually delete the first one because the first one tells me that they didn't hear me. All right, Don is going frickin' to town. Hey, Ted, I see you there. Good to see you. All right, let me get rid of this display capture. Oh, it took me out again. That's the one I want. All right, good to see you. Hammers Pro for POTA. Okay. And activation and QRZ for satellites. None of them are easy to figure out. Yeah, thanks for the encouragement. Jeff is here. Hey, Jeff. Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Sierra Lima. And what do we got here? Ted's saying, my primary is LOTW, but QRZ won't give you the confirmation if you have split frequency. Check marked satellite QSOs. I added a note to my bio asking QRZ users to request confirmation from me. That's interesting. You know, you shouldn't have to do that. I don't even worry about confirmations on QRZ. I'm more interested in Logbook of the World. And I used to sync my Ham Radio Deluxe logbook with, my Ham Radio Deluxe logbook with Logbook of the World in order to get it covered. All right, let's see what Ted says here. LOTW imports with that box. Check, so you need to do it manually for QRZ users. Thanks to N2FYA. Oh, there goes my buddy Ron. He's driving around. I got him on another radio. Yeah, N2FYA, that's John up in Connecticut. Great guy. Great help. Don says, Ted, don't check split frequency on QRZ and just use the upload frequency. That don't even work. But, all right. Yeah, this isn't just about satellite contacts. This is all my contacts. When I run FT8, I want to log everything. For some reason, Ham Radio Deluxe stopped sending my QSOs to its own logbook. And the guy from Ham Radio Deluxe couldn't fix it. He says you have to send it to Tier 2 or something. There's only like 4 people work there. I don't know what the issue is. So who knows? I agree, Ted. Say split frequencies are repeaters, which are assisted contacts, and they will never confirm the assisted contacts. That's so right, Don. That's what I found out from the guys at Satbox, CSN Technologies. They told me that, and they just look at it like a repeater contact, and they don't do that. Oh, what does Ted say? Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Mike. That was just a gripe for the day. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, Ed's here, and Goldie just came in. What do you want? I'm busy. You know I do a podcast every Wednesday. This little mutt, I swear to God, I love her to death. She's such a sweetheart. What, you want to say hi to everybody, Goldie? Come here. Come on, up here. Come up here. Let's see if she jumps up and says hi. Come on, up. Come on, up here. Come on, up. Come on, up here. Now, if I didn't want her to jump up, she'd be on my lap in 2 seconds. She's getting ballsy. She's doing that when I'm in the living room sitting in her recliner because it's hers now. It's not mine anymore. That's my favorite chair that you stole from me, you little mutt. Anyway, amateur contact log does FT8 and a lot of what you want, but it's not easy to set up. Yeah, well, that's the story of everything. Don says hi, Goldie. She's hearing Don, my buddy, not Don, she's hearing my buddy Ron out in Colorado. Actually, he's not in Colorado anymore. He's traveling on my other radio. I set up a node on my FT5D now, and I'm trying to get it where I can make a bridge and put like D-Star into our Wires X room, We do that with an FCS room, but we haven't done it with D-Star. All right. So, anyway. There you have it. So we downloaded the log, we uploaded it to QRZ, and at that point I can clear entry and I could delete the log because I uploaded it to QRZ and Logbook of the World. So that's done. Ah, I saw you're a Rotary member, Mike. I have not been to a meeting in a long time, but I'm a Paul Harris fellow. Oh, okay. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm not a member of the Rotary. My pastor, Pastor Geraldine, is in charge of getting the speakers for Rotary meetings. And 2 hours before the meeting was supposed to start, she calls me and says, "Hey, can you do a talk on ham radio at the Rotary Club?" I was like, "I guess I can." And I'm used to shooting the crap anyway. So I said, "Yeah, I guess I could do it." So she said, "All right." And she slated me, and I'm not a Rotary member, but I got to go meet all the Rotary Club in Palm Coast. Great people. They do a lot of volunteering too, and I greatly appreciate that. We need more volunteers out there to do stuff to help the communities. I see people are giving me hearts. Oh, look at all those hearts. Yeah, anyway, so I'm not a Rotary member, but I do respect them, and they do a lot of work in my town. Every year they put up an amazing Christmas decoration down at the town center park. So, all right. So you see what's happening. I can't get any of these logs to work. I might have to succumb and call my buddy Doug and say, "Get your ass over here and set this up for me so I know it works." I can do Hammers. I tried Hammers Pro. It ain't working. Well, thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're involved in your Rotary Club. So yeah, I set up Hammers Pro and I went to use it, and then I tried World Radio League. That leaves much to be desired. You know, I will say this, even with me, do not take the words I tell you as God's honest truth written in stone. I'm learning just like everybody else. I do my best to transmit to you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be making a 4-video series on satellites, starting not starting with an Arrow 2 antenna and a 3D printed handle. And I'm going to keep it stupid simple and tell you exactly what satellites are, what they do when they're traveling through space, why you need Doppler effect. I want you to understand what's going on with the satellites so you're more ready to try to make some QSOs on it. There's nobody out there that's done this. Years ago, KX9X, Sean Kutzko, did a bunch of stuff on satellites through DX Engineering. That's how I got suckered into buying those egg beaters. Don't buy the egg beaters. Just a little hint. Don't do that. Yeah, Don says the same thing about World Radio League. It's promising, but I haven't explored rig control. If they have it, etc., I'll report back. Yeah, I really, everybody's telling me. I watched a video with the DX commander, Callum, in England on N1MM. He swears by it. He loves it. And they make it look so easy when they're using it, but when you first open it up, let me tell you, it's intimidating. I can't get the cluster to work. I can't get anything to work. And I'm like, there's so many menus and so many things you got to configure. Every window's got its own configuration and all. What a royal pain. That is why I liked Ham Radio Deluxe. It's all in one screen. You do everything in one screen. The DX cluster's there. Everything's there. But now there's a glitch. It ain't working, and they don't know why. You would log things, even if you manually log stuff. The only way you can get a log to go in is if you manually put it in. But if you try to do it through WSJTX or a grid tracker, they don't recognize it. And grid tracker, I finally redid my WSJTX improved to work strictly with the radio and just completely bypass Ham Radio Deluxe. I don't even need Ham Radio Deluxe anymore. But that's what we're doing. So, I would love to hear from you guys. Are you serious about logging? Have you ever seen my QRZ page? I'll show you my QRZ page. Check this out. Look how many lookups I have. 72,563. If you look at my logbook, which you guys can't see unless you're a paid member, but look at here. 42,887 QSOs, of which 30,216 are confirmed. That was over the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, last night it took me a half hour on WRL to upload all my QSOs to date, and you have to be a paid member to upload an ADIF file. I think I can't remember if I paid. Yeah, I paid, and I told them I think I told them last year at Hamcation that I want my money back because it doesn't do anything. What are you taking money from me just because I have a large log file to put up there? You're not giving me any service. So that's my gripe with World Radio League. Yeah, they're good. They're going to be good. They're promising, like Don said. But what is this? How many loggers do you use? Well, I want to use one. I was using Ham Radio Deluxe, but it glitched out on me about a month and a half ago. I was promised they'd get back to me, and they never got back to me. And they weren't able to fix it, and they don't know why. Look at my lookups. Whiskey 9, Uniform Sierra. Okay. Whiskey 9, Uniform Sierra. Why, you showing off here? Edwards got 508,000 lookups. Good for you, man. How long you been a ham? Let's see. He's been a ham. No. May 30th, 2024, you got your license? I don't think so. No, it was more like May 19th. All right, whatever. I'm happy for you. I don't need lookups. What I need is a logger that'll make it easy for me to log my QSOs. That's it. QRZ is not a place to log your QSOs. QRZ is a place to just keep track of them. You need a logging program on your computer that saves everything once you hit 73. Yeah, half hour to find that. I never looked at my lookups. Well, let's see what your lookups are. W8CPT. W8CPT. You got 12,686 lookups there, Don. Don's got cool videos, too, on his. Look at this. There's his ham shack. Cute. Hey, Dale's up in Northwest Arkansas. Welcome to the party, my man. We're having fun here, bitching and moaning and complaining about... By the way, if you've never seen Don, here's a nice shot of him right here with his little Heil headset on. That's Don. And here's me. I am an authenticated member. That's why this is here on EQSL. Ah, yeah, you became licensed in 1994. That would explain 500,000 lookups. Yeah. That would explain that. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to do about this logging issue. I'd love to get some decent logging that automatically logged when I was on FT8 and then automatically logged when I went to other stuff. That would be great. I don't know, man. Parks on the Air, I use hammers, period. I use hammers for everything. And the nice thing about Parks on the Air is I usually have Wi-Fi either through my phone or through my car. And I save the log to my iCloud drive. And then when I get home, I can just grab it from the iCloud drive and upload it to WSJTX. Not WSJTX. Logbook of the World using TQSL. Yeah, I've been licensed since, when did I get my license? April of 21, I got my license. So 4 years of logs I got. That's what it is. And I'm on YouTube, so people look me up, or I do a lot of FT8, so a lot of people look me up from FT8, which is great. But I love ham radio, and I love having fun with it. And when you run into these stone walls, it just frustrates the hell out of me. And now that I'm working, I don't have time to sit here and watch video after video after video to tell me how to fix the problem. I ain't got time for that. So, yeah, don't be surprised if my EQSL page loads up with confirmations I don't fill out. And, yeah, it's going to be a long day. Let's just leave it at that. Anyway, are there any satellite passes coming up? I wonder. Let's go to the SAT box and take a look. AO07 is up right now. RS44 is coming up at 647. I might stick around for that. Amateur contact log N3 FJP is the best overall to do everything. All right, and he says, I found, but it's complicated to set up, especially for POTA activations. Okay. Hammers Pro is cool once you set up rig control. Well, this is the issue I have with Hammers Pro. I went to use it today, and it's telling me there's an update. So I say, yeah, go ahead, update it. And then it comes back and says, when you restart the program, the update will take effect. Yeah, it didn't, and it constantly keeps telling me there's an update. So I'm like, dumping that program. I ain't got time for these glitches. I am not here to troubleshoot their programs. They want me to use them, make them work. But somebody's talking on my Wires X radio. Not going to acknowledge it. I'm busy doing a live feed. You got PO 101 at 78. What? How many degrees? 38 degrees at 728. I have PO 101 at 18 degrees at 733. So a little bit after you. Got an hour and 2 minutes to go until it's up by me. Good for you. I've been working, so I haven't been doing a lot of satellites. I did get one in this morning, and then when I got home from work, there was another very low pass, only 7 degrees, and I still made 2 QSOs on it, which was good. So, yeah, I enjoy that the most. What is this he's saying? The update takes longer than closing it. That quick try opening and now see if it doesn't update. What are you talking about, Don? Oh, you're talking about Hammers Pro. I'll open it right now. Let's go back. All right. Watch this. Hold on. I just opened it, right? And this is the first window that popped up. New versions available. Download now? Yes. Immediately comes back and says the update will be installed the next time you start the application. Okay. And it sends another window. It says the same thing. Tell it okay. So I closed the application. Right? I get this error. Tell it okay. Go to open it again. Hammers Pro. There's a new version available. See, it doesn't update it. It's supposed to update it. It doesn't update it. So I'm just going to tell it no. Don't close it. So you're saying, what are you saying? Open it again? Don is saying don't close the program. But Don, if I don't close the program, how do I restart the program? I'm waiting. I'm listening. No response. So I'm supposed to just restart it by double-clicking here again? There it is. New version available. Tell it yes. Now it opened again, and it still didn't update it. So now it's open. I got 2 instances of it open. We'll close this one. Is it updating now? Is that what's happening right now? Dale says sign out and then sign back in. I don't know if I know my password. I think it's trying to update right now. That's why the standby thing is blinking. See what I mean about frustration? It's like watching paint dry. Stand by. That's updating. Okay. I'll wait. I will wait. Says that's updating. All right. How many days do we wait? Give you a link. I'll join. What do you mean? Join the live chat here? Want me to bring it on the Zoom call? Where's my Zoom? Right there. I'll move this off the screen. All right. All right, Don, hold on a second. I'm getting there. Oh, come on. Hold on a second, everybody. We got technical issues here. All right, move that there. Hold on, I'm getting you the link. All right, Don, I will send you the link. Notice it's still standing by. This is what I love about ham radio crap. It's, Captain Don, AR. All right, Don, I'm sending you the link on Facebook Messenger. There you go. Okay. Now, where was I? Let's get out of this screen. All right, when Don gets on, we'll see him on the left and me on the right. All right, Don, you should have got the link. There you are. I see you, the participant window. I'll get you to admit. All right. There's Don. Don, talk. I don't hear you yet.
I don't hear you and I don't see anything. Oh, probably because I got
You got your mic on, Don?
Yeah, I'm not hearing you, Mike, and I'm not seeing.
It's telling me to ask you to unmute. Okay, now you're unmuted.
All right, if you can hear me, I don't see you and I don't hear
I
you.
got my cables set up right.
And I have everything turned on.
Don, say something. Don's sending a text message to everybody in the chat. My video and mic is on. I don't hear or see you. Well, you won't. You're just going to hear you. I think I have my video hidden. Multi-speaker says, well, show self-view. Oh, that's why. I didn't start my virtual camera. Now you
There
should
we
see
go.
me.
Can you hear me? All right, I
Go
see you
over here
now.
and hit hide self
I
view.
just don't hear
You
you.
should see me now, Don. He doesn't hear me either. Yeah, it's like the two of us together don't make one, Don.
I don't have no sound if you can hear me.
All right. At least the picture looks
All right,
good.
I can't hear you, Mike.
But I don't hear
I
you. Why
can't
don't
hear
I hear
you.
you? Talk, Don. I
I
see
can't
you.
hear you.
I'm hearing you there. All right. Well,
Can you
Don,
hear
it
me?
was great. Thanks for coming.
See if I can relip. So that update might be, if you can hear me, that update might be
Okay,
taking
so
long
Don, he's saying
because
that he hears you. Everybody hears
because you haven't
you,
updated it in a long time. They had a
and you're
lot of
much louder
updates.
than I am,
But
which
if
I
you
can
can't
adjust
hear
that over
me,
here.
want me to leave and come back? Let me
Why
try
do
that.
I not hear you?
How do I leave? Oh wait.
I got to go to school to find out how to use Zoom. We had it working in the past. Uh-oh. What just happened? Don disappeared and I multiplied. Never mind. All right. I'm hanging up the Zoom meeting. And if we'll forget the Zoom meeting. All right. So we're going to go back to where we were. Yeah, Jeff heard Don, but I didn't hear Don. And I had the desktop audio on, which is where he was. Yeah, I know. Get a good laugh out of that. So the old grid tracker did the same thing to you, Ed. I have the new grid tracker I'm using now, grid tracker 2. Every time I try to use grid tracker 1, it tells me get the update. So, and that was glitching with Ham Radio Deluxe. That's how they originally got involved in it. And nobody seemed to figure out what happened. But hey, Don, we tried. I'm sorry, Don. You know, it's funny. People were hearing you, but not, and you were louder than I was to them. I don't know why. Boy, Ted's getting into sending emojis. 3 mics run. Anyway, all right. Where were we? We got 8 people watching us right now, watching this fiasco, because it ain't working the way it's supposed to. And for some reason, YouTube is lagging. I finally hit live. It shows 12 people watching right now. Wow, thank you, everybody, for following and liking and being nice to me. What? What are you whining about? You know how to get Zoom to work so everybody can hear it? Because I don't know what just happened. I can't get it to work. My dog is a pro. She bitches about everything. You silly goose. Anyway, yeah, this is an exercise in futility, I believe. But anyway, how do you guys think about me starting a 4-part series on satellites? I also want to work on the 5 most important accessories in my ham shack. And believe it or not, none of them are radios or antennas. There's the Geochron advertising. I pay for this. That they put that barcode up there for me to. I don't know why. It says press home now to dismiss. Okay, bam. Let's hope it stays away now. Keeps coming back. All right. Yeah, by the way, Hammers is updating still. There it is, right there on the screen. Look at this. I got, you guys don't believe me? Look. Where's the display capture I had before? Just to show you, there it is. It's still updating. I don't get it. There's been a lot of updates for Hammers Pro, so it might take a bit. Yeah, obviously, because it's been going for at least 5 minutes now. Oh, you got your Logbook of the World certificate. Congratulations there, Rob. That takes a second or two to get set up, but wait till you try to use it on another computer and it don't work because it's not made for that other computer. They make things so... Sorry, I chewed that one cord again. That cord went bad again. So instead of fixing it, I ordered a new one, and I got them in the other day. So that's all working now. That was the mic cable that goes to the radio that she chewed. Yeah. Yeah, used to my crazy live streams where I just rant for like hours. I'm not going to go for hours today. I'm going to get off here soon. Because I am not holding my breath waiting for this Hammers to update. This is ridiculous. I got a 1 gigabyte a second upload and download on this computer with my internet. It's fiber optics right to my house. It shouldn't take this long. Oh, welcome back. Oh, you're on the new version of TQSL. Okay, good. I don't know there was a new version. I just use what I got. I try not to mess with that because I don't want to mess it up. But I hope you guys appreciate this. I'm going to be doing more videos to get up on my channel. Like I said, the next one I'm going to do is the 5 most important accessories in my ham shack. And believe it or not, you're looking at one of them. This mic boom. If you're going to do it, RS44 now. RS44 is coming up in 1 minute and 12 seconds. So, yeah, you want to do a SAP pass? All right, let's do a SAP pass. Let's go to the SAP pass page. Oh, we're on that. We'll turn off this display capture and go back there and turn the 9700 back on and turn it on. Lower the volume, plug in the headphones, get ready. It deleted your other certificate when you updated it. Let's do a marathon. That's easy for you to say. I worked all day. I drove like 140 miles today for Uber. Yeah, got home. I didn't even get a chance to jump in the pool. It wasn't hot out. Yesterday it was hot enough for the pool, but not today. Today I only got to 74. You people up in Michigan think that's a heat wave. 74 is still chilly, but I do have shorts on. Okay. All right. Hey, what the heck? Let's do this RS44 update. Let's turn on the camera on the tower. Oh, it is on. Why isn't it on here? Antenna. There it is. Now we'll turn it on. There. Hey. All right. We're back to normal. All right. Let's do it. Now we got to select RS44 and we got to turn the power on to the preamp and turn off the volume on the BVFO. Turn the AVF on. This is going to be a low pass. It's only going to be 10 degrees. And it's coming from the north-northwest, settling to the the west-southwest. So yeah, the max is going to be 10 degrees. You can see how low it is. But what the hey, let's try it since we're all here anyway. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. The satellite has risen. Somebody's out there. Let me unenable that. Turn down the RF. All right. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. Not getting my voice back yet. That's funny, Don. Let's see who this is. I'm going to just start calling CQ. Let me find out. Blank spot in the band. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. I may not get a contact on this. Main reason is because it's so low right now. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. I am not seeing my voice come back. What do I got? My power set? I'm at 100%. Somebody's calling CQ there. CQ satellite. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. Kilo Oscar 4. Yeah. See the This guy's in California. Yeah, that makes sense. It's over. The footprint's over. If you look at the geochron, check out the footprint of RS-44. It's literally the entire United States. Just the edge is hitting me, but California is well into it, and so is Mexico. Another guy using the SAT box. I love it. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, CQ satellite, CQ satellite. KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99. I got negative 2.003 as my RIT on this satellite. And it used to work really good the other day, but because this pass is so low, I don't think I'm going to get it. This pass is at 8 degrees now. It's only going up to 10. KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99, CQ satellite, and I'm using full power. All right, I'm not even going to waste my time anymore. It's not there. Let's see what everybody else is. Yeah, Don, you're up in Michigan, so yeah, that's a high pass for you, 80 degrees. Yeah. Rob's got something to say here. Hey, Don, had only one pass, and it was SO50. Only one contact, but the noise only like your ISS earlier. I think the aurora and the solar storms. Yeah, there's like tons of solar storms lately. You can get linear capabilities. All you need is a $1,700 radio. Crazy Builder says for some reason the sat box is frustrating to use with linear satellites. It auto adjusts when you don't want it to. Okay. Yes and no. You got to understand these linear satellites. Some of them, like RS-44, is a little bit quirky because RS-44 is still attached to its booster that it launched with. It never disconnected, but it is working. But as it rotates through space, that booster, if it gets between you and the satellite, I don't care what kind of circular polarization you're using, you're going to lose the satellite. It's very hard. Yeah, got a double whammy coming from the sun. You're right, Ed. Yeah. So, yeah, the sat box adjusts the Doppler, and that's fine. But the most important thing on linear satellites is adjusting your receive incremental tuning, RIT. If that's not adjusted right, you're transmitting here and you're hearing yourself here as opposed to lined up together. So that's why you need that. Don uses his TS2000 for receiving, and it works okay for linears. So that's good. All you need is the ability to do upper sideband, lower sideband, and you can do linears. It's also not as noisy as most satellites. on linears because you're using upper sideband, lower sideband, so it's not as noisy as FM. Plus FM, I've explained this many times. You got everybody trying to get in the same door, and with a linear, you have a wide bandwidth. On RS-44, you have 30,000 hertz of bandwidth. That's 100 people could be doing a QSO and not step on each other. Yeah, Crazy Builder, just check in. Email me anytime you guys got questions about satellites or something. I'm ko4pdi@1791.com. Send me a question if you got it. Don uses SatPC32 with his TS2000. That works too. Ham Radio Deluxe has a satellite mode also. She's waking up from her little nap, whining again. So you know what it is? She wants to go for a walk and go to bed. It's too early, Goldie. It's only 7 o'clock. We got another hour to go before you go to bed. She's so cute. I'm so lucky with this dog. I didn't take her to the dog park today. That's why she's upset. All right. On that note, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it quits. For the record, Hammers is still updating. I'm going to just leave it. If I leave it on all night, I'll leave it on. You know I'm talking about you. You hear this little booger? Calm down, kid. Yeah. So Hammers is still updating. We'll leave it alone and see what happens. What the heck did I ever do to you? Why are you bugging me? I took you for a walk. We went outside and played. We sat in the sun today. And now you're whining. And now as soon as I start talking to you guys again, she'll start whining again. You gonna make a liar out of me or you gonna start whining? She's whining. Oh, God. Well, it's good not to be alone. I'm going to say 73. 73 to you, Jeff. Thank you for coming. What happened to the featured chat? Why didn't it pop up on the screen when I hit that? I don't... Oh, there it is. You're 73, Jeff. 73 to you, Don. Have a great night. Look for me on the birds. Yeah, my sat box works great too. Oh, Whiskey 6 Radio. What is your special event, Rob? Let us know. This weekend? Okay. I'll look it up on QRZ. Whiskey 6 Radio. What's Whiskey 6 Radio? The special event. Oh, the Route 66. That's this weekend, Route 66. Oh, man, I'm going to jump on that. I always do Route 66. I try to get everybody. It's a lot of fun. This weekend. Okay, good. 73 Dale, thanks for coming. 73 Ted and Ed, 73 to you too. And I will say 73 to all of you by doing that. And wish you a good evening. Thanks for stopping by tonight. And look for me in the future. And we'll talk. Catch on the bands. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, saying 73. Have a great day. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me. All right? Take care.